What's up everybody, my name is Ron Empire and welcome to my channel. Happy holidays! In this complete detailed video guide, I will be covering the latest Core Keeper Christmas seasonal event. Spoilers ahead, so be warned. To be certain that you're playing with the new seasonal event content, make sure your main menu screen has the Core Keeper Christmas logo. The seasonal content is time-based on your computer clock, but I will show you exactly how to enable and disable the Christmas content at the end of this video without changing your clock. First, let's go over the patch notes. If patch notes is not your thing, use the chapter jumps in my video description to skip it. Core Keeper Christmas Seasonal Event version 0.5.1.0 reads, New content, new features. The winter holiday is here. Certain objects and biomes have now become covered in snow, including the core and boss statues. The snow is temporary and will melt away after the seasonal event. Seasonal Merchant. Put a calendar in a comfortable room and he will come and visit you. The calendar can be crafted in the carpenter's table. Little Helperlings. Feed them cooked food and they will craft you presents. Acquired from the Seasonal Merchant by trading cookies and milk. Christmas variants for enemies. Slime blobs have become snowhead slimes. Red slime blobs have become carrot slimes. Shroomans have become Santa shroomans. Caveling miners have become gingerbreadlings. Caveling shamans have become Star Wand shamans. Caveling brutes have become bakery brutes. And then we've got new items. Christmas Workbench. Craft decorations and furniture to bring Christmas into your home. Acquired from the Seasonal Merchant by trading cookies and milk. 17 new decorations and furniture. And then we've got new consumables. And here it lists 5 consumables. Hot chocolate, hot punch, winter cookies, fruit bread, winter dinner. And then we've got new equipment and weapons. And so Snowball is showing up here, and that's actually a weapon. Snowman hat, festive hat, gingerbread man hat, gingerbread man hood, gingerbread man top, and gingerbread man pants. And then on the next page, we have new figurines. The following figurines have a chance to drop in addition to the normal figurines from the enemies, meaning that the normal versions are not replaced during the Christmas event. The new figurines can also drop from the luxury winter presents. Snowhead slime figurine, carrot slime figurine, Santa Shrooman figurine, gingerbreadling figurine, Star Wand shaman figurine, bakery brute figurine. And then it's got 5 new valuables. Fireworks to celebrate New Year's Eve or other occasions, comes in several colors, and there's a big one too. Can be crafted in the Christmas Workbench or acquired from luxury winter presents. And then under Quality of Life, merchants can now teleport into a room even when the player is nearby or in that room. Note that a merchant won't teleport when someone is currently very close to or interacting with the merchant at its current location. The light on electricity wires now visibly reach 1 tile less while still powering electricity buildings at the same distance. This makes it clear since everything connected to a lit wire will be powered. And then under Art and Animation, we have increased the visibility of particles from healing, poisoned, or other similar effects. Added particle effects when walking on slippery ground slimes. Players now snore when sleeping. Added honking sound effects for each type of go-kart. New unique damage and destroying sound effects for grass, clay, stone, hive, and turf walls. The slime footprint sound effects now plays when walking on all types of ground slime. And then under balancing, okay, so this is the interesting part here. Increase the drop chance of Oracle Card Brilliance from Ancient Crates, and it now also drops from the large Ancient Crates. So a lot of people actually have been complaining on the Steam forum about the Oracle Card Brilliance having a very low drop rate. And this will actually help quite a bit for farming that. I actually did a live stream test of this, and I was able to demonstrate the drop rate getting 1 card out of smashing 50 different crates. Increase the duration of the immunity buffs from Cooked Blisterhead, Yellow Blisterhead, and Rot Fish to be 5 minutes. Increase the duration of movement speed increase from Cooked Spirit Veil to be 2 minutes. Reduce the amount of fireflies that spawn in the Desert Beginnings biome. And in the next column under Other, pressure plates are now placed on the same height as circuits, meaning they will appear beneath flooring and rugs. So that's kind of cool. You can now cover up the ugly pressure plates with a floor tile. Fix typos in some item and condition descriptions, polish colors that some golden crops give when cooked as food. Healing from sleeping in the bed heals a percentage of the player's hit points every second instead of a set amount. So that's actually really nice because those with large health can get healed up faster. Remove map colors for Hode and Water Dirt Ground. Added a buff icon for Immune to Burning. Remove encryption for character save files. Can start the game with a specific seasonal event enabling by running the game with the -season argument. And I'm going to actually show you this at the end of this video so you guys can see how to use that. They don't actually give you all the commands here, so I'm kind of surprised. So under bug fixes, I'm not going to read the rest of this, so you guys can read that here if you want, pausing this video, or just jump to the website using my description for the actual patch notes. But the thing that is interesting here is the fixed electricity sticks being able to power buildings. It should only affect logic circuits. Alright, so let's jump into the game. Here, I'm standing inside my new winter base that I have created live on stream the other day. It showcases all the new snow effects on the various environments, and I'm using all the available new Christmas decoration items. Here are all the different tiles that have snow effects on them. The ground slime, dirt ground, dirt wall, stone ground, stone wall, and roots. So if you plant the root seed, you're going to get roots covered in snow. And the blue water has an icy effect to them. The main core and the 3 boss buildings also have snow covering them. To get started on the seasonal event, you just need to kill any of the 6 new Christmas mob variants. These mobs will drop a special currency item called Cookies and Milk, which is a currency that you can trade with a seasonal merchant. Each of these mob variants will also drop their respective new figurines, new armor outfits, and snowballs. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you all the different mob variants that are available to attack for this event. The orange slime blob is now Snowhead Slime. The red slime blob is now Carrot Slime. Shroomans are the Santa Shroomans with their Santa hat bouncing around. The Caveling Miners are dressed up in a snowcoat outfit, and the Caveling Shaman has a gingerbread man head. The Caveling Brute looks like a giant baker with his rolling pin and apron. So these are the guys you will need to kill to get the cookies and milk. Once you have a handful of these cookies and milk items, you can then summon the seasonal merchant to trade with him for the seasonal craftable items. Get about 20 to 40 cookies and milk to get started. Now we want to summon Santa, the seasonal merchant. To do this, you will need the Carpenter's Table. The Carpenter's Table is crafted from the tin workbench. From the Carpenter's Table, you will need to craft the seasonal calendar. Similar to the previous merchants, you will need an enclosed room with a minimum size of 4 tiles, which can be a 2x2 room or a 1x4 even, and not larger than 64 tiles. An 8x8 room does in fact work. Alright, so then you'll need to place down your bed, and then you will want to put down the calendar, and the order does not matter, and as you can see here, he instantly teleports to your room, which is kind of cool. The new update changed the way the merchants are recruited. You no longer have to walk away from the bedroom and wait 30 seconds. They will teleport to your room as soon as you meet the conditions. You only need to put down the bed and the idol, in this case, the seasonal calendar. To move Santa to a different room, you need to remove the bed and the calendar and repeat the same process. So highlight Santa with your mouse and then interact with him. You'll notice he offers 3 items that you can trade with cookies and milk. The first item is the Workbench. You will only need 1 of these. The second item is a storage chest, which is the same as a regular wooden chest with a Christmas theme to it. The third item is the Helperling. You'll want to buy a couple of these to produce presents. The drop rate for the cookies and milk are pretty high, so you can set up a decent mob farm and get a ton of these to buy as many chests and Helperlings as you want. So let's take a look at the Workbench first. On the left side of the menu, we have snow ground and snow wall tiles. Next we have the Snowman, which uses 3 snowballs, 2 wood, and a carrot. And then we've got the snow pyramid, which also requires snowballs and a torch. And then we've got the candle, which only requires a torch and a slime. And then in the middle column over here, we've got a decorated winter tree, which requires wood and a crystal star. And I'll explain to you how to get the crystal star in a little bit. Then we've got the festive fireplace, which requires tin and wood. And then we've got the festive table, which only requires wood, and the festive stool, which also only requires wood. You can also craft festival wall lights. This right here is a mixed color, and then over here we've got a version that you can actually paint with any color that you want. Both of these wall lights uses copper bar, And I want to point out that you do not need electricity for these wall lights to work. And on the right side of the menu, we've got all the different fireworks that you can craft, and they only take bomb pepper and slime as crafting materials. If you read the description of the firework, it says can be set off by using a torch or electricity on it. Later in this video, I'm actually going to demonstrate how to use the fireworks and show you each of the effects. So what's Christmas without presents, right? To get presents, you need to buy these little helperlings from Santa. These guys cost 10 cookies and milk, and you should buy a couple of them. If you read the description, it says, a fellow caveling that fits in your backpack but wants to be placed down soon because it's eager to work. It will craft presents in exchange for cooked food, give it rare cooked food for higher quality. A little detail that I want to point out. The helperlings wear different color hats when you place them down. The color hats are actually tied to the tile. So if you don't like the green color hat, you're going to have to move to a different tile to get a different effect. Hopefully in the future, the developers will give us more control on the variants. Now these helperlings are like ore smelters. Instead of feeding them ores, you feed them cooked food and they'll craft presents. The regular winter presents accepts uncommon cooked food, which is cooked food that's got a green border around it. The luxury winter presents are the yellow and white boxes, which is crafted from feeding rare cooked food or better. The food with a blue border. You can feed them epic food as well, but it's really a waste because the presents will be the same as the rare food. Helperlings accept cooked food only. It has to be cooked from the cooking pot. Alright, so let's go ahead and feed them some cooked food. And here you can see that they're busy working on crafting us presents. And once they're done, you'll actually get the presents to show up right next to them. Alright, so now I want to show you all the different possible items that can come out of the presents, and then I'll show you a detailed breakdown of each present. Here are the 5 wall decorations that can come out of the presents. So we've got the winter wreath wall decoration, we got the holiday sock wall decoration, candy cane, winter candle, and snowflake. And then we have 3 uncommon special effect food items here. The first one is fruit bread, and it says falls asleep for 5 seconds. The next one is the hot chocolate, gives you a heartwarming feeling for 1 minute. And then we've got winter cookies. It says you can feel the winter embracing you for 1 minute. Now these are kind of similar to the Halloween candies where they give you like various different in-game special effects. And we're going to do some taste tests on this later on. And then over here we've got the rare food items. Winter dinner. Now these are actually combat items, right? So it'll give you damage for 5 minutes, armor. And then over here it gives you melee and range attack speed increase, and that's the hot punch. Alright, so and then this is the secret epic item that comes out of the luxury winter presents. And this is not mentioned in the patch notes. And this item here has a very low drop rate. And if you read the little description down below, it says permanent when eaten. Plus 28 max health. That extra plus 28 max health is a one-time bonus. And on this last row, we've got all the different valuables that can come out of the presents. And this is the crystal star that I mentioned earlier that's used to craft the Christmas tree. This is the snow globe, century nutcracker, winter bell, and lump of coal. And then over here in this last box, we've got all the different figurines. And here we've got the snowhead slime figurine, Santa Shroomman, Carrot Slime, Gingerbreadling, Bakery Brute, and Star Wand Shaman. There are a total of 6 different outfits that you can get. As I mentioned to you earlier, you can farm these mobs for these items, but you're better off getting these from the presents. So here we've got the Snowman hat, the Festive hat, the Gingerbread hood, Gingerbread man head, Gingerbread man top, and Gingerbread pants. One detail that I want to point out, you can reinforce these items to get extra stats boosts. They all use the fiber, but the Snowman uses snowballs, and I personally would not waste snowballs on the Snowman hat. And then on this last row are all the different fireworks that you can normally craft from the workbench. They also come from the presents. Alright, so I want to go into further detail and give you a breakdown of each of the presents separately. In this chest on the left here are all the items that come out of the red winter presents. So I took like a bunch of presents and I just opened them all up. And these are the final results. And the crystal star here, it actually comes out of the red presents and the luxury white presents. Alright, so here we've got the uncommon food items, and then all the decorations, and then the 2 uncommon green item for equipment, and then we've got the snow globe and the lump of coal. And then on the right, this box shows everything that comes out of the luxury winter present. That's the white and yellow box. So again, the crystal star also appears in this box, but everything else here are unique. And so we've got the rare food item, the secret epic chocolate, and all the figurines, all the rare blue items, and all the fireworks, and then these 2 valuable items over here. So now I want to show you the animations for opening these presents. It looks pretty cool, right? It's got a little explosion effect there. Remember, you can change your character's look using the wardrobe. So let's try them on to see their effects. I'm already currently wearing the Santa Festive hat. So now we're just going to swap this out to see the snowman head. Alright, that's pretty cool there. And then we've got the gingerbread man head. And we've got the hood. And then we got the gingerbread man top. And the pants. Let's swap this out and see what it looks like there. Oh yeah, this guy's got a full-on gingerbread man look there. So now let's do a taste test on these uncommon items to see their special effects. So this one says, fall asleep for 5 seconds. So let's try that. Okay, so this right here is a stun effect. You can't actually move. So you'll be stunned for 5 seconds, and I'd say probably you want to be careful eating that around mobs that might attack you. Alright, so let's try the next one. It says, gives you a heartwarming feeling for a minute. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's got like all this little glowing heart around you. I think that's really cool. Yeah, so farming for the heartwarming item is pretty cool there. Alright, and then this one says, winter cookies. You can feel the winter embracing you for 1 minute. Oh, hey, look at that. We've got snow showering your character. And that's pretty cool. Okay, so let me give you a walkthrough of my base so you can see all the various decorative items in use. And down here we've got my collection room, and it showcases every single item that currently drops from the presents and all the different craftables that you can get from the workbench. So along the wall there are the wall decorations. I've also got that down here on the pedestal. And then we've got the snow collection here, Snowman, and the different ground tile and wall tile there. The snowball, the snow pyramid, and then over here on my festive table, we've got the presents and the candle with the cookies. I like that little effect there. And down the bottom, we've got all the different valuables. And I've got all the food items along that bottom right row. And then, of course, the rockets here, the figurines, and the clothes. And on the south side of my base, I've got festive lights hanging on the wall here. And down below, I made dancing Christmas lights using electronics. What's Christmas without the dancing light show, right? Be sure to check out my Christmas lights video guide where I will show you the wiring setup for this pretty cool light show. Over here, I'm going to show you all the variations of the snowman. And by the way, I really love the snow on the root trees. The snowman, like the Helperlings, have different variants depending on the tile you place them on. So here I've managed to show you all the different variations for the snowman. So these snowballs that you collect are really throw weapons that disappear when you use them. You can shoot these at mobs for the stun effects. They do a little bit of damage, but not a lot. It's really not worth using these throw weapons since they do disappear. It's better to keep them so that you can craft stuff. Now I want to point out a little detail in case you're wondering. They do not affect other players. So no, you can't throw these at your friends to stun them or hurt them. You can shoot in their general direction, but it will just fly past them. I actually spoke to the developer, and they have some planned for PvP in the future. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire off some fireworks. Over here, I've got a setup of all the different fireworks in the game. To launch the fireworks, you simply place them on the ground and have a torch in hand. To do this, place the torch on your action bar and then select it. Then walk up to the fireworks and they'll shoot off. Let's start with the smaller fireworks and work our way up to the big one. So all you gotta do is just stand near it and it'll shoot. Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. That's the blue one. Let's try the purple here. Oh, that's pretty cool too, the purple one. I like that one, yeah. And the green one here. Nice. Let's try the red one. Oh, let's try this yellow one here. Okay, alright, that's alright. Alright, now let's go for the big one. And here we go. Oh, it's got a countdown to it, huh? Ooh, what? Oh, look at all that. Nice. It covers up the entire screen, too. Very nice. Very, very cool. I like that. Alright, so the last part of this video, I want to show you the secret trick to disabling and enabling the Christmas content. I got a chance to sit down with the developer and he gave me the secret launch options to turn off the Christmas content without changing the clock. The reason why the launch option was added is because changing the date and time on your clock can create some unwanted side effects when you're playing the game. For example, if you've got mail programs or messaging apps running, you might get the wrong timestamps on them for receiving messages. Or you're recording your gameplay like me, and the video file will be saved with a wrong timestamp. So it's best not to change the clock. To use the launch option, simply go to your Steam library and look for Core Keeper. Right-click on the Core Keeper game name for the pop-up with some options. Click on Properties, then on the line that says Launch Options, type in -season Christmas to enable it. So let's say when the event is over and you want Christmas again, then type in the -season Christmas with a capital C. It's very important that you use the case-sensitive Christmas. And then if you don't want the event, then you simply type in -season capital N none. Now they didn't publish this on the website or on the patch notes, so this is a little trick for disabling the Christmas content. Now the developer said that they might fix it later so it's not case sensitive, but for now make sure that you do use the C and the N capital. Also, in case you're wondering, the seasonal Santa merchant does stick around after the event is over, and the Helperlings too. They'll continue to craft the presents, so you can still buy stuff from the merchant if you have cookies and milk stocked up. And that's a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed this video guide. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And guys, it really does mean a lot to me if you did hit that subscribe button. Okay, thanks for watching and happy holidays. See you next time.